What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Coming at you guys. Well, on a market watch today. I have a cold, so if I sound like whatever, it's because I have a cold. So don't be like, V, you sound great. Because I know you're bullshitting me. No, I have a cold. I sound like shit. With that said, let's look at the market. Let's see what we have here. Because one thing about the Yu-Gi-Oh market, which I find so interesting, is the fact that, like, when we get new cards coming out, Yu-Gi-Oh players tend to, like, absorb, like, so... like, you look at a previous set, Yu-Gi-Oh players were buying that set. But then if a new set comes out, preferably a reprint set, Yu-Gi-Oh players kind of, like, leave that set on, like, an island. So the prices don't really change as much, and Yu-Gi-Oh players gonna move to the new set. In comes Magnificent Mavens. But even before that, like, Legend of Crystal Beast Structure Deck has Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, arguably one of the hottest cards in the game. Despite the fact recently it started seeing almost no play, it's still a really good hand trap. And somehow, Yu-Gi-Oh players forgot about this. Like, that. Just forgot the fact that Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring is a really good card that you're going to need. Not like a maybe, not like a probably, not like a V. You think maybe in the future this card will see some kind of play? That's gonna see play no matter what. Like, I don't, like, right? Are we, like, unless Konami bans it, which, I mean, should they? No, they're probably not. But that's gonna see play. So, once again, fun fact, little reminder, just a tidbit, if you don't own Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, and you don't buy it, like, in the structure deck, like, or buy it for commons, or even the Prismatic Secret, which is roughly around $14, you have now, from this point on, forgiven your right to bitch about the card. I just want to throw it out there. I'm throwing it out there. I'm putting a pin on that. Because you can play during Soul Burner, who bought the card when it was a $9 common, started immediately bitching the minute price was $25. So, I want to just put a pin on it from this video forward. Anyone at your locals, anyone anywhere bitching about Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, you have my authority to call them up absolute fucking putz. Like, right there. You can get it right now. Oh, but I didn't have the money. I didn't... collect cans, bro. Get it together. Like, I don't care. Right there. No more bitching now. We're beyond that point. Go to a Magnificent Mavens. You get players and I was getting ready, and when I mean they're getting ready, I mean they're getting their wallets ready to go ahead and buy all the, well, Ishizu cards. Obviously. Today players are going to need Ishizu cards, and the prices have already started tanking, and the Ishizu cards are going to be available this Friday for you to buy. So do you go ahead and buy the prices now? Probably not. The highest price Ishizu card, well, I mean, there's a bunch of them, and they're all $22. $20, $20, $20, $20. Now, arguably, you're going to need about 3 of these. We don't know which short printed, so that's why the prices are all over the place. If you look at the market price, they're roughly around $26, $27 a copy, and the current price was $22. Why is that? Well, we don't know what's short printed, and since we don't know what's short printed, these prices are all over the place. The minute you find out, let's say it's Keldol, the Sacred Protector. I'm just throwing it out there. If that's a short printed card, that's gonna be the money card. The rest of these are gonna be dirt. Like, we know this already. This is how the Yu-Gi-Oh market works. But even those who order this, the distributors, or more importantly, the card shop owners, backpack vendors, they don't know what's short printed, so that's why the prices are all over the place. That's why you're looking at it and seeing it right now. Sky Striker Mobilize Engage is $19. No, that card's gonna be like more like $9, and even then you're getting ripped off. It's an ultra rare. Go buy the secret rare. A Blacklist Ultra Chaos being $19, I guess so. But for double the price, you get the ultimate rare. So which is more important? Evenly Match at $19? Well, maybe if that's the price Evenly Match Ultra Rare will go at. After it originally tanked down in value, stabilized, and slowly moved up to back to $19 without any reprints. Right now, $19 Evenly Matched Ultra Rare and Magnificent Mavens is not worth it. A lot of these cards are all over the place. Triple Texas Talents, $11. Oh, there it is. One second. $11 might actually be worth it. The card's starting to see a lot more play. Once again, play your hand trap. And if you don't play your hand trap, it doesn't matter. If you're playing against Telements, they're going to activate a monster effect. You're playing against sprites, fun fact, monster effect. So no matter what happens, Triple Attack Talents is going to proc, and that is insane. Now, once again, this is why it's one of my favorite spell cards in the game, period. That and the fact that the card has some really broken effects, you know, like 2 banned card effects, used to be 3. But Triple Attack Talents is an absolutely absurd card. I made a video last week talking about how Mind Control is a phenomenal card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players kind of forgot about, and are now more likely starting to side. Mind Control is an excellent card. The problem is it's limited, but not really. Let me explain. Mind Control is limited, but you still get to play 1, okay? Change of Heart, it's a better Mind Control. Yeah, we had that at 1. Triple Attack Talents, Well, it's a better version of both those cards because Triple Attack Talents gives you options. The only caveat is your opponent's got to activate a monster effect. In a game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, your opponent activates a monster effect in your turn, the chances are pretty high that's going to happen. So Talents is going to be live, and Talents is going to be live, well, you're going to be doing some goofy things to your opponent. So once again, I think Talents is the best out of those three, but those other two might be a consideration for your side if you're not siding them currently right now. It's a really good card. Moving over, we still have other cards like Odd Eyes and Pendulums. This past weekend, in some state, I forgot already, Pendulums that made top 8, which is a pretty big deal. As much as I just downplayed it, Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon is about $15. The Ultra Rare out of 2021 10 Ancient Battles was about $3. And if you want to go and get more Draco Slayer cards, we're getting into new ones. Cards like in Mr. Phoenix, the Draco Slayer, which you can barely see, but it's right here, it's $9. Cards like Majesty Pegasus, the Draco Slayer. You know what these cards do? Because if you don't, you're going to want to buy these cards, or you're at least going to want to read these cards. Draco Slayers, Pendulum Draco Slayers, made top 8 out of regionals. How was your locals this weekend? How was your Yu-Gi-Oh event this weekend? This deck is putting stats on the board immediately. Now, of course, it didn't happen to YCS, but in all fairness, the centers dropped, and then the YCS happened. So it's kind of hard for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players to juggle both. But as time is going through the Yu-Gi-Oh meta, we might be seeing Draco Slayers see more play. Do you think they're going to see play? Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Really interesting stuff. Visa Starfrost is a card that, is it too late to buy? Are you right in time to buy? To be honest with you, the only reason you would get this card if you're playing a Scarecrow engine. Is the Scarecrow engine going to be using T-Elements? That is the question. If it is, then the price of Visa Starfrost might actually go up higher in value. If not, it's going to start going down. So, once again, what's the question? The Scarecrow is going to see more playing T-Elements moving forward in the future. You know, also the Earth Charmer is a pretty good card. I was trying to hold back on it into the Starlight Rare, so I got extra $250 to buy a Starlight Rare. But Yu-Gi-Oh players be Yu-Gi-Oh players. It's roughly around $400. After that one sold, by the way, so it's sitting around $500. So it's beyond what I'm comfortable at buying this card for. So I'm gonna tell you why you need to get this card. You get the Ultra Rare, you get the Rare. It doesn't really matter. All the prices, other prices of this card are dirt cheap. But the reason why this card's so important is because it takes one Earth monster with 50. I'm sorry. If this card's show red, pull its card effect, why it's in the owner's. No, wait, hold on a second. There it is. Once again, I'm sick. I'm all over the place. I've been sleeping like majority this weekend. You can target one Earth monster opponent's graveyard and take that bitch. All right, why is that important? Well, because wait, hold on a second. Let me just show you. I should have pulled this up, but whatever. I'm going back to see after this. It doesn't matter. Like whatever, dude. Where is that fucking? Okay. No, that's not, that's a crappy one. Okay, here. This guy. So here's how it works. You just take your opponent's Fenrir. That's it. And that's it. You can also take what's his name? Pregatops. You can take his ass too. So yeah, card's pretty good. I'm half asleep, dude. Give me a break, okay? Get off my deck. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dog with that Dark Neostorm Secret Rare is rising in value. Card with a current price point of roughly around $19 a copy for Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Now, is it worth it? In my personal opinion, I don't think it is. I'm almost tempted to sell. This card is $30. I'm selling it. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood Secret Rare does look really nice. It is a really cool card, but it's a crappy card nonetheless. And the reason why is simple. It's only good if you draw it against your opponent, going second in time. Arguably going first, but if you're in time, then it doesn't really matter. And the reason why this card is only good in that instance is because it only works in that instance. Where let's say you're going to time and you're going first against your opponent, then yeah, it does nothing if you're going first. I mean, if you open against your opponent going first and you're in time in main phase 1, congratulations, this card's a brick. This card is only good if you're in time, about to go into time, and your opponent has to special summon a monster via card effect, so you can chain Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. That is the only time this card is good. So I do think this card is not really worth its crazy high value. I do see it going down in value in the future, even though I like this card a lot, though. It's cool artwork. Imperial Iron War is a tech card, and is it really worth it? Actually, that question if you're going to your locals or getting ready for regionals. Imperial Iron War is a continuous trap that says one symbol effect. Cards cannot be banished. Really good if you are playing against, well, let's be honest, like the Bysteals. Really good if you're playing against anybody that runs Shifter, and even more importantly, good against if you're playing anybody that plays Flaunderies. Because this card saying cards can be banished kind of breaks those decks down. So once again, are they annoying at your locals? Get this ready for you. It's dirt cheap right now. It's $1.87. Alright. Looking over at Tactical Masters, I want to say this real quickly. I think Runics are going to be going, and slowly are devolving, if you want, whatever, into more of a
anti-meta deck. I've been talking about it for the past week. I think that is the future of Runics. They're really good right now, but they're devolving. And I can see it. The writing's on the wall. In my personal opinion, I think Runics are going downhill as far as meta-wise. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying the meta is shifting with a Shizu, and I don't see a meta in which Runics can go against a Shizu competitively. And I'll probably talk about that in a future video. So no need to argue in the comments, even though some people will. I'm just not going to. It's whatever. Okay. The prices of Runics will more likely start going down. I do think they're going to stabilize and start going up, especially for collector's rares. But that's for, once again, I'll talk about that in another video. If that was to be the case, the most expensive cards are arguably out of Tactical Masters are Runics. You got the Waifu Tax Labyrinth, and then what else you have here? Drone Lockbird. Well, the problem is it has an ultimate rare. That sucks. Anti-Spell might be a valuable card. It might actually go up in value out of Tactical Masters. It is the only card from this set one of the high expensive cards from this set that isn't attributed to any deck core that can shift. Cosmic Cyclone's ultimate rare. I don't think that's going to be worth anything. Even though the CR might have value, the ultimate rare I think will have more value. Trap Trick, I do think, even though it shouldn't get hit on a ban list, I think this will also go up in value. Our Astrograph Sorcerer. Yes, you can say V is from Pendulums, but Pendulums are not an archetype. They are a game mechanic. I think Astrograph Sorcerer has value. So what I'm trying to point at here is Tactical Masters has value, but you have to look past the current state of the game, because the current state of the game is always changing. So you have to look at it that way. Then we have Ultimate Slayer Power to Elements. This card is as cheap as $25 a copy. It's not really seeing much play right now, but I still personally think this is a good card. I still have my playset. I'm not intending to sell it at all. And I think it's a great card to hold in general. This is my opinion on it. I'd love to know if you own this card. If you don't own this card, why? And if you own this card, let me know. Has it worked good for you? Listen, before I say anything else, I want to say make sure to go to my website, YGOPaisano. Go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. I have Field Hunters tokens, all that beautiful jazz. Sorry, you can't get Lady Labyrinth. That waifu sold out. But there's a bunch of other great cards here, including Dark Magician Girl, OG artwork, Ivy Masquerena, Sky Strikers, all this fun stuff. And it's available on my website currently right now, YGOPaisano.com. Links will be down below in the description. All right. Then we have OTS Tournament Pack 20. I love this OTS pack. But here's something I've noticed, and I want you to know if anyone else caught it. The prices are dirt cheap. But wait, it gets better than that. It gets better. Hold on, no. It gets more entertaining than that. OTS Tournament Pack 20 has not hit every single OTS store yet, meaning there's still going to be more of a dump on the value of these cards in OTS Tournament Pack 20 on the TCG Player Marketplace. You're probably saying, V, who cares? What does that matter? We've seen this already. You see, with OTS Tournament Pack 19, that dump led to cards like Water Enchantress, Fallen Outblast, and Skill Drain that normally would have been in any other situation, and maybe expensive cards to tank in value almost on their debut as Ultimate Rares in OTS Tournament Pack 19. Looking at OTS Tournament Pack 20, it's the same thing. Ghostwing Winter Trades being at $49, are you kidding me? This card's dirt, and it's going to go lower. I love where they just started Death Speed being at $57. It's probably going to go lower. Does it worth $57? I don't think so. And Sky Striker Ace Ray being at $90, as much as I love Ray at $90, it's not going to be at $90 anymore. It's going to be going down. Now, once again, Konami could have done this to certain stores and not have done this to all stores. But if OTS Tournament Pack 19 has shown us anything, that if every store gets a ton of OTS Tournament Pack 20, the prices of these Ultra Rares are going to tank. Let alone the Super Rares. Hero RJ at $7? Yeah, not for long. Then you got other cards like Nimble Beaver, Nico Main. I mean, these cards are going to tank. But, like, the Ultimate Rares are what you need to look into, because if these Ultimate Rares start going down fast in value, which I think they're going to be going down fast in value, that's what Konami's doing. They're taking a shovel, and they're just doing drive-bys and throwing shovels of OTS boxes at every store and going, here, throw it at your players, which obviously is going to tank the value of the Ultimate Rares. Now, should they do that? No. If I own Konami, I would still make the Ultimate Rares a lot harder to find. And I would, me personally, if I was Konami, any OTS store doing anything illicit with OTS Tournament Pack 20, besides Patreon, but that's a whole different thing, I would go ahead and make sure that those stores get punished properly. Give a quick warning at first, give a quick little slap on the hand, and then you start bringing the hammer down. That's what I would do personally, but Konami's too lazy. Then again, there's not many Konami employees per store. You know, for every Konami employee is like a couple of hundred shops, so it's going to be kind of hard to do that. So what they're doing is they're just giving a ton of OTS packs out there. Now, why does this matter? Is what I'm trying to get to. Ghostwing Winter Cherries is not the card you want to buy right now, despite the fact that you need to own a copy of this card in your side deck. It's a great card. Alibur just for the Despia, as well as Sky Striker Ace Ray, which you can players want, should not be the card you should be focused on right now, because the prices are looking to tank. That is what's going to happen. All these card prices last week had a pre-sale price of roughly around $200 a copy, and had you bought at that, you'd be down heavily. You'd be wrecked. And look at the prices right now, OTS Compact 20, there's a good chance these prices are going to go even lower. Especially Ghost Super Winter Cherries, which should be the most expensive card out of this set. Hand traps tend to be the most expensive thing out of any OTS pack in general. But Ghost Super Winter Cherries being at $49, that tells you something. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to check my website, YGOPaisano.com. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.